doing leg day. So, hope you guys are ready for that. I'm just going to do a little warm up here with the Bochu ball. It's one of my favorite ways to do warm up. I want you guys to be able to see what I'm doing. All right. On the Bochu ball, balancing. I'll just pick a leg. Start out with a good lunge. I turn it to the side. Good lunge there. Now I'm going to come up with the knee. Up with the knee. With the knee. Just kind of loosening up my legs here. All right. Now we'll go right into single leg squat. Just like that. I'm going to switch legs and do the same thing on the other side. Get up here, balance a little. Kind of loosen it up. So normally I do my leg day on Tuesday, but now that I've gotten back into boxing is Tuesdays and Thursdays. So switch my leg day to Wednesday so I wouldn't have to rush. Last week I kind of rushed through it before boxing. I didn't really like that. So from now on, this will probably be a Wednesday thing. All right. Knees up. Do one more. Then we'll go right into my one-legged squat. So one leg on, one leg off. Just like that. Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Thanks for watching. Today's leg day. As I was saying, I usually do legs on Tuesdays. Well, our boxing schedule has kind of messed up. So now legs will be Wednesday. For those who tune into my lives, I've been doing boxing on Tuesdays and Thursdays. I don't like having to rush before boxing to get my workout done. So may make shoulders on Tuesdays. I'm not sure yet, but as of this week, I'm shooting for shoulders tomorrow. And we'll do that before boxing because that's a smaller routine. Doesn't take me near as long to work those as it does the legs. Major muscle group here. So we're just warming up on the Bochu ball. Just loosening our legs up, doing a little bit of high knees, one-legged squats, forward bends, just kind of getting all that loose. We'll do some calf raises on this. Like this is a good warm-up for before I go hit my weights. Make sure my legs are nice and loose, as I don't want any injuries. My back is a little stiff today, not going to lie, so I grabbed my belt just in case I need it. Legs feel good, though, so we'll see how we feel when we get under the squat rack. So I would much rather have free weights, but Planet here, at our Planet at least, we don't have free weight squat racks. So just got to use the machines, but you deal with what you can. So, but I do prefer free weights, 100%. All right, so I'm going to start with the opposite leg this time. We'll do the one we just did. So we'll come up, let's get a little balance again, kind of loosen up my ankles, just working around that whole thing. All right, then we'll come down for lunges. Just forward lunge. Nice on the glute there. Hit the side. Nice for the in-between spots there. Get loosened up. All right, now I'm going to come step up. Knee. Pow. 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 Do one more. All right, I'll give you a little forward bend. All right, right into the squats. That was a killer. All right, switch legs. We'll do the same thing. Come up, get my balance, work that ankle a little bit. All right. And that, I'll come down, get my lunge again. How's it going, guys? Thanks for watching the channel. Appreciate it. 3, 4, 5. All right, we'll go this way. All right, now knee ups. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll get a forward bend. I agree, it is a great day. So this is a good warm up for my leg routines. Why I'm doing this is both two balls, good balance. So now we're gonna go into one-legged squats. This is just getting me ready for when I go over the squat rack and hit some heavy weight. So this is just kind of a good warm up, get us loose. So when I go over here, I'm not stiff, I'm ready, I'm limber. That's all I'm trying to do is limber up a little, good stretching. And those one-legged squats are a good strength builder too. And they take a lot of balance, a lot of core. So I really like doing those. But we'll do one more set of those, and then we'll do some calf raises on here. So appreciate you guys watching the channel. Appreciate the subscribes. Any questions, guys, feel free to ask. If there's any like workout content videos you want me to make, if there's questions you have on like a certain thing, if someone asked why I was doing these, what they do, if there's you want me to make a short or a video or a live on teaching you guys something, a certain thing, let me know. I'm kind of just a physical, mental, emotional, spiritual health channel. So we kind of deal with everything. I want everyone to know that, you know, it's okay not to be okay. I know sometimes we all deal with stuff in life, but it all ties together. So when you're in the gym, being healthy, working out, it's going to help your mental, your emotional, and your spiritual health as well. It all ties together. You know, I go a week without working out. It makes my depression much worse. It makes me feel much more anxiety. You know, more bad about my self-image. When I look in the mirror, you know, what do I see? If I'm consistent, I feel much better. So I just want people to know it's okay not to be okay. And you can always come to my channel, vent, you know, we can discuss whatever topics you guys want. I'm no professional, but I just know what it's like to feel like you're alone, and nobody's alone. You know what I mean? We're all going through something. It may not be the same thing, but we can all relate to certain feelings that everyone feels. Like I'm going through depression, you're going through some grief, loss, but we're both dealing with the feelings of sadness, of loneliness, of isolation. Like we can relate on a certain level. You know what I mean? So everyone, no matter what your life is like, you're going through something. So I just like to show people that we're all human, you know, and everyone's welcome on this page. So no judgments here at all. So I'm Brett. You just come to me. I'm your vent guy. So here's to listen. Well, let's get one more set of these. So we'll start with our lunges here. Turn to the side. And knee ups. And squats. forgot my forward bend, so I'll do that last. That's good balance right there. I get tight hamstrings, so I like how that stretches that. Feels really good. All right, so we'll do another one of those. Lunges. To the side. We'll hit the knee up. All right. Squats. And that forward bend. Let's say we're just kind of warming up. I'm already getting a good sweat. These one-legged squats are a really good workout. Take a lot of focus, so I really like them. So now we'll do a few sets of calf raises on here. Pretty simple, nothing major. I'll probably throw in some two-legged squats with those just to make it a little better, and show you guys some easier moves you do, because the one-legged squat, that's pretty intense. Takes a lot of balance, a lot of core. So we'll do some two-legged squats with calf raises, which is another great warm-up. Loosen us up. So we'll turn this straight at you here. All right, so I'll start with the calf raises. I'm putting my feet about halfway on the BOSU, like my toes are right at the halfway mark, maybe a little past. I'll probably come a little more forward. My toes just go over that halfway point. That way, right now the BOSU is tilted like this, right? When I bring my calves up, it's going to come forward. So, and I want to be able to control it. So now it's basically flat. And then when I bring my calves down, it's going to follow, right? Boom. I'm getting a really good stretch right there. I feel the stretch, and then I'm coming back up. And I'm going up as high as I can on my toes, and that's where the balance comes in. Because now I have to make sure I don't tilt one way or the other, right? Back here, the balance isn't so bad, but I'm getting a really deep stretch in my calves, which is what I'm looking for. I just want that deep stretch, real tight up top. Deep stretch, real tight up top. All right, boom. I'm going up as high as I can on those. Back down, back up. Back down, and back up. Just like that. All right. So now I'll show you two-legged squats. I'm going to go a little wider. So right here, my feet are right in the middle of the BOSU. Just like riding a skateboard, you got to find your balance, right? So it's going to be pretty hard at first. You might shake. That's okay. If you're here, that's okay. We're working on tightening that core. So we're going to squat. You can hold. If you can't do squats on it yet, you can just go down and hold. So the hold, you'll just come down here. And you're probably going to be doing this number where your legs are shaking, that's shaking, and that's okay. It's all about finding the balance. So just hold that. If it makes it easier, you can grab a medicine ball, and that'll counterbalance your weight. Can actually help. So with the squat, it's the same thing, but I'm just coming down and up. Even I get a little shake, see? And that's okay. We're finding that balance. How's it going, guys? Thanks for coming to the channel. But this is what I do. Just like that. So really good. One thing I like to do when I'm at home, I have a slam ball. So I'll take my slam ball, which is just like a medicine ball, with these. But when I come up from the top of that squat, I can pick it up, throw it on the ground, and then bend down to pick it back up. And that's a really good workout too. They don't have them here at Planet, but that is a home workout I like to do. So we'll go through another set of those. I'll do the calves again, and we'll do the squats again. So really good workout. As you can see, I'm already starting to get a little sweat going, which is great. We're just doing the warm-up. So can't beat that. Oh man, work last night, long night. It's slow season at my work, so we're not doing crap right now. So it's 8 hours of easy money, but boring money, which is really hard to stay for 8 hours. So we're doing it. Um, but definitely, I stayed up a little late after work today, so got here a little later than I wanted to, but that's all right. We're gonna get these legs in. I said tomorrow I'll be boxing. I may be here around like 7 to do some shoulders. If I am, I'll do a live so we can go through my shoulder routine. And then Friday we'll be doing table, chest, and arms again. And Saturday we'll go back to doing back, lats. So that would be Saturday or Sunday, one day or the other. I always take one off and go work out the other. So just a forward plan for you guys to look forward to. The weekend, Saturday or Sunday for my back day, I usually do in between 3 and 5. I'll be here. So uh, yeah, it definitely sucks, man. Like I work nights, so I go into work at 10 o'clock, get off at 6:30. My usual routine is go to work at 10, get off 6:30, go home, try to get to sleep as soon as I can. Wednesdays are always tough. I had things to do after work, so I didn't get to bed today till about 11. So I got up at 5, got here as quick as I could. Right now in Missouri, it's 6:25. So, oh yeah, so you go in early, early. Yeah, it's I know that mechanic work. I got some buddies that do that. Yeah, I work at a farm factory or like a farm chemical factory, so I make farm chemicals for weeds, for grass, pests, insects, kills the stuff you don't want, helps the stuff grow that you do want. So we make a lot of shit like that. Big nasty factory. It's not clean work, but it's good money. So and the nighttime pays a lot better. So I was like, hey, I'm gonna take that night shift. Um, but yeah, it sucks, man. So like normally my routine is I sleep, I get up. Usually I go to sleep, but it's not Wednesday every day. I get to sleep about 8 a.m. Sleep till about 3. Go see my grandpa at the nursing home for an hour or two, and then come to the gym, work out, and then go to work and repeat. So, so yeah, it's definitely like but man, but yeah, it's a good routine. It keeps you busy, but man, but this workout, this is where my escape is. This is where I get my aggression and my depression and all these feelings out. I come in here, um, and I want other people to see that, man. It all ties together. I've talked about it before. I have a business plan I'm trying to get to. Just getting my money right now, but it's called Fit for Life, and basically it's teaching people to be the best version of themselves that they can be. So it's being, um, fit for life. So basically, you're fit to live your life, and that comes in physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual health. So they all tie together, and that's kind of what I want to work with, like experts in each area of health, um, because I want people to feel good about themselves. I've dealt with self-image issues because as a teenager I was heavy, left me with low self-esteem. I dealt with depression, anxiety, um, all sorts of things. So I know what it's like. So if you got somebody like me who comes in, they're a chubby-faced kid, we're gonna get them on a plan to, hey, we're gonna get you on some fat loss plan for dieting. You're gonna work with this nutritionist. We're gonna get you into some counseling. Um, and we're going to get you in the gym, working out, and we're going to get you a good weight routine. We're going to have experts in each thing. Steve Furtick's one of my favorite pastors. If we get someone like him on board to counsel people with their spiritual health, and any denomination, there's no right or wrong on denomination. So everybody's welcome. Steven's just one of my favorites. Really good guy, really energized. I like his energy. So I want stuff like that, or sit opposite. Say someone came in, maybe with a drug addiction, and we're going to get them into rehab. We're going to get them classes. We're going to get them the help they need, and we're also going to get them a nutrition plan to gain weight because they're probably, not eating right. We're going to get them in the gym, working out as well to build muscle. So like, I just want plans for each individual. It's specialized to them and what they're dealing with. But it's also a group counseling session, so it's like everyone knows, like, hey, we're all dealing with shit, and we're all dealing with the same feelings. So kind of a long-term goal for me. I want to get my own building, eventually expand into other places around the U.S. You know, I just want people to be able to come, get what they need, feel good about themselves. Because that's my greatest joy, man, is helping people and working out. You know, those are my two favorite things. So if I can help people and be in a life of fitness, and it's fitness in all areas, great, dude. We're just hitting these squats again. Like I said, if you can't squat yet on these, because it takes a little bit getting used to this Bosu, just come down and hold, man. Come down and hold. You're going to be feeling it. You're going to be shaking. It's like doing a wall squat. You're just burning, and that's okay. That's what we want. So, uh, yes, exactly. I just selflessness, man. Like I've been in dark places. You know, I've made mistakes when I was younger. I've been behind bars. I've been alone, and it's a shitty feeling. I had a cousin who committed suicide while I was locked away. She was 21, so she's about 8 years younger than me, and I felt terrible because I was almost home and I didn't get to talk to her and tell her, hey, I'm feeling those same feelings you are. Like I know what it's like to feel alone. I know what it's like to go through depression. I've been in depression, but she thought she was alone, you know. And it's like, man, if I could have just talked to Riley and told her, hey, it's going to be okay, maybe she wouldn't have done that. You know what I mean? If I could have got the chance, but it was hard to communicate with her. I didn't have her number. Wasn't a way to get a hold of her. So things like that, man. It's like I just want to make sure no one feels that way because I felt that way. I know how it feels. It sucks. But we're all people, and we need to stop judging each other and bashing each other. And we all just need to be like, hey, we're all the same. You and me, we're the same, and it's okay. We're getting through life together. You know, we're people. So it's being a little more, selfless, being a little more kind to others. You know, I've been selfish in the past. I've judged others harshly. When I first come home 2 years ago, I was working at a gas station. Um, and that taught me a lot because I dealt with a lot of homeless people and it opened my eyes to so much. And there's a lot of good homeless people out there who just need a little help. So, I'd bring them clothes, I'd bring them extra stuff of mine that it's like, hey, I have this in amounts that I don't need. So if you can use this, use this. And that was the coolest thing, man, was seeing them so appreciative of a guy they don't know other than just dealing with at a gas station, uh, giving them stuff. And they're like, wow, why is this guy being so nice? And it's like, well, I've been in the struggle. I've had to go without. So, like, I want you to know you don't have to because I have enough that here. You know what I mean? Leg day, brother. As Gym Homie Chris just showed up. Gym Homie Chris has been doing lives. He's been killing it, man. So we just did a good little warm up there, man, on the Bosu ball. I really enjoy those. And if you don't have a Bosu ball, you can do it without the Bosu ball too. You can do them on the ground. The Bosu ball just adds that extra little balance, but you can hit these just like I did on the ground, all of them, and they're just quick little loosen you up. And the one-legged squat is actually probably easier on the ground. I mean, it's easier on the Bosu because you're up higher, so your heel won't touch the ground. But the actual balance is going to be easier on the ground. But the hardest part is trying to keep your heel from touching the ground. One thing you can do, if you're flexible enough, is grab your foot. That's pretty hard. So, uh, really good leg routine going. Um, we're just kind of waiting on a squat rack to open up right now because the gym is pretty packed for a Wednesday night. So, even though it's leg day, I always loosen up everything. So I'll come through with one of these. This is one of my favorite ways to get my shoulders and my upper body loose is these green bands. These ones are nice. We got some other bands here, but the thick ones kind of suck. So these are really good. Just loosen up that shoulder. And believe me, I need it. But yeah, it's just a good little shoulder stretch. I'm just bringing it down, back up. Come through here. So we're just trying to get loose, man. We're just trying to get loose. Um, I just throw in a little bit of body weight stuff if I need to. Just kind of, like I said, it's all about getting loose, keeping your legs fresh. So we can come through. So you got some more stretches, but toe touch. Hey man, I appreciate it. Definitely always appreciate new subscribers. Hey, brother, what's up, man? I know Edward Williams, he's commented a lot of my shorts. He's been real supportive, real appreciative. I always appreciate good subscribers, man. I appreciate the motivation. Knowing that people enjoy my stuff, watch my stuff, learn from my stuff makes me want to do more. Um, so that's always what I'm shooting for, man, is, hey, let's get more followers, get more people. So that's what we're going for. Um, Getting more people out here, getting the knowledge out here, teaching people. So I definitely appreciate you guys, man. Um, I'm just a simple guy from Missouri trying to help others, man. And a lot of people think like, you're out here showing off doing your flagpoles and stuff, and it's like, no, I get the most joy out of teaching others how to do it. If when I see someone else accomplish a goal, like there's guys in the planet here, younger guys that see me doing the flagpole, and I showed them how to start, how to teach them how to do it. They went to a different gym. They came back like 9 months later, and they showed me their progress, and I'm like, dude, that brings me so much joy is seeing your progress. I'm just a teacher. When I see you progress on these flags, I love it, dude. Hey, God bless, guys. God bless, man. Leg day tomorrow for big homie Chris. Yeah, deck of cards. Oh man, that's a good one, bro. I did that like when I was locked up. The deck of cards and the number, and oh man, we would do push-ups into squats on like whatever the number was on the cards. Oh my God, dude, I would die by the end of that. So definitely, guys, go check out Gym Homie Chris. He's doing leg day tomorrow. Sounds like it's gonna be a real good one. I'm sure I'll be watching it, whether it's when he's live or later on. I always check out his stuff. Um, I work nights, so his schedule and mine sometimes a little opposite. I get off work in the morning and I see he's live. I'm like, oh man, I'm about to go to bed. But he gets a good routine in, so definitely good. But oh, you lost sound for a minute. Uh, we're gonna hit our squat our calf raises right now. So I got almost full stack on there. Arnold's big thing on calves is go heavy. So we're gonna hit 3 sets of 10 here. So nothing too major. That's all it is. Just a little pop. Uh, and they're working, man. They're working. They're definitely working. We like calves, man. Calf raises suck, but man, I'm trying to blow them calves up. That's definitely one of the hardest things for me is getting my calves bigger and my forearms. So I follow Arnold's advice. I do 3 sets of 10 of those every day at the end of my workouts, or on leg day, it doesn't really matter. I'll do my calves wherever. I'll hit forearms before I leave. Um, but yeah, it's a killer, man. I definitely think it's helped. I got good definition in the calves and the forearms. I just would like more size. So, and as you get older, that's harder to do. It's harder to get more size as we get older and our testosterone lowers, things like that. Which a lot of guys get a bad rap for getting on TRT and all this stuff, man. But we don't. I don't really judge all that, man. Like as long as someone's not doing competition and cheating, then it's okay. I'm not gonna hate on them for doing something to try to stay healthy as long as they can. If you're not doing a competition, it'd almost be dumb not to. But if you're competing, bodybuilding, naturally claiming to be natural in bodybuilding and competing, and you're using something, it's cheating. If you're using a combat sport or any sport and using that stuff, you're cheating, man, because no one else is supposed to be doing that stuff. If you're going to fail a drug test, I don't agree with it. But if you're just trying to be healthy, out here living life, and you're a guy who's losing testosterone as he's getting older, nothing wrong with hopping on something, man. As long as you're watching your health, watching your blood levels, staying as healthy as you can, I say go for it. Just don't be one of those guys that's dumb and just blast a whole bunch of shit and then ruins their body. Like, that's what you don't want. So, but I don't judge people for using gear, man, or stuff, natural or not. As long as it works for you, man, and you're healthy, do it. So just don't cheat others. Just don't be cheating others. That's my big thing. But as we can see, I got good leg definition. I just would like to get them a little bigger, man. So as you can see, we got some good definition. I just would like a lot more size on those calves. But that's our simple 3 sets. Whew. All right. Let's go ahead and we're going to hit. Looks like somebody might be on that. Oh, sweet. Perfect timing, guys. We got squat rack open. That's what I was waiting on. All right. Squat rack is open. This is what we've been waiting on. I'm going to get you guys set up in the mirror so you can see me in the mirror. You on this, brother? All right. We'll start out with 145 on each side, guys. Nothing crazy heavy. Nothing crazy heavy. But this is going to be a good work here. All right. So I'll show you guys my little squat warm-up that I do. It's my warm-up before I go heavy, before I start getting into stuff. I'm going to hit deep. I'm going to hit the top. I'm going to hit the middle. So we're going to hit a little bit of everything on legs here. So, and I'll usually start with what I'm going to stay light with and then go to my heavier stuff and then work back down. So here's a good warm-up. Basically all I'm doing here is I'm going to go all the way down, and now I'm going to stay low, and I'm just going to 1, 2, 3, and then I'm going to come up to the middle. 1, 2, 3. We'll hit the top, and then I'm going to go all the way down. Just like that. My friends are messing with me. That's just our warm up for squats. My friends are weird. There's my friend Jess. And my friend Allie that works here. She's the one that gave me that painting the other day that I posted. So they're pretty good people. Plain is full of good people. What do you guys want?
Hey, do you have a girlfriend?
I have a girlfriend.
Do you have a girlfriend? No? Do you want one?
I don't know.
He's the worst person you could pick.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't trust. I know you guys are on some weird antics. Also, I'm gonna have some like 80-year-old lady here, like, hey, I'm like, oh, thanks, Jess.
We're gonna throw a rope over thing. We're just gonna start going.
Oh, pickup lines. So here's what you do. You really want to freak. This would be great for you. Here's what you do. You want to freak somebody out. You want to freak somebody out. No way. You freak somebody. Careful. When freak somebody out, what you do is just go. You go. Did you see that?
Oh yeah.
I just caught feelings for you.
Yeah.
I know. Listen. I'm aggressive. I'm a big guy. I didn't mean to. See that? I just got feelings for you. Or hey, do you have a Band-Aid? Because I scraped my knee when I fell for you. Hey, I think you're in the wrong building. The beauty contest is down the hall. All right, so we'll do another set of those guys. We'll start at the bottom with 3. Don't mind my corny pickup lines. Those are just some a buddy told me a long time ago, and they stuck with me because I thought they were hilarious. So, but if anybody wants to try them, definitely try them. I'd love to see your results. It might work. Confidence is key. You never know. You know. How you doing, bud? But so we're just kind of warming up legs here. So not going too heavy yet. Just warming up. Just getting them loose, getting ready to go heavy. So getting used to feeling that weight. But I like this on the warm up because I'm hitting down low in the deep squat, the middle, the top, and then I'm going all the way through. So I really like how that loosens everything up. Just something I had an idea one day that I was like, you know, I could hit every level of the squat if I keep it light and control it, and that would really loosen me up. So I like doing those as a warm up. I'm feeling pretty good, so we're going to go ahead and start the next thing, which is split squats or Bulgarians. I usually alternate weeks on these, but I'll show you guys both. So the first set, I'll just do a lunge, but basically I'm going to put 1 foot forward. My goal here is whatever foot I have forward is going to be straight up and down when it gets to the bottom. So start here, boom, back up. And I'm putting most of that weight into that front leg. Boom. Just like that. We'll switch legs, do the same thing. Other leg forward. Boom. 2 and 3. Okay. So that's just a lunge, weighted lunge. So bodybuilding pose. So I don't really pose like I don't do competitions. I'm no professional, like I said. I just been into bodybuilding, into weightlifting for 17 years. I don't really do a whole lot of posing. I can do some flexing, but like I'm no pro, bro. I've never done a show, nothing like that. Like I said, I'm here getting money. That's all I do, and try to help people, teach people. So yeah, there's no poses around here really. I don't do a whole lot of the bodybuilding pose stuff because me, I'd like to be way bigger. I'm about 190 pounds. If I could hit about 220 and be solid, maybe I'd get into some bodybuilding competitions. So let's go. Definitely. Gym Homie Chris, one of my best subscribers, best followers. He's got a really good channel. You guys definitely go check it out. So we did a lunge. I'm going to show you guys a Bulgarian split squat. And then I'll probably do 2 sets of those. And then we'll hit our back squats and finish with the front squat. So on the Bulgarian, just got to make sure I got this close enough, but not too close. Just like the lunge, really. But I'm just going to be putting a foot back on that bench. So I'm going to put my left foot forward, right foot back on that bench, and I'm going to go for it. 1, 2. Still trying to get that front leg straight up and down. 3. And I'll switch legs and do the same thing. 1, 2, 3. I like those. I don't go real heavy with those. So we just kind of stay light with those, but they work good. So All right, we'll do another one of those. Like I said, I kind of stay light. All right, we'll do one more Bulgarian, and then we'll hit our back squat. So back squat is where I usually get the heaviest. So we'll start light, go heavy, and then we'll work our way back down with the front squat. Because front squat I usually do a little lighter because it sucks ass. So anyone who's never done a front squat, oh man, try it. Because it takes a lot of quads, a lot of abs. It's a beast. So here we go. We'll go one more of these. See, I don't like my leg there. I'm going to bring it forward a little more. So I want it straight. That's better. It's harder on these machines to judge your foot placement than if I had free weights. So you just got to try to make it the best you can. And 3. So that's a Bulgarian split squat. Pretty good glute workout. Good squat. All right. Add another 45. I'm gonna break out my belt for my back today. All right. Here we go, guys. So we're gonna hit our first set of back squats. How you doing, big dog? Good. All right. They're just 245s. How deep you go on your squat depends on what part you're trying to work. I've always preferred a real deep squat, so I hit a little bit of everything. But the deeper you go, the more you're going to hit in your glutes. But I like a good deep squat. So I'll usually go as deep as I can for as heavy as I can. And once I start getting too heavy, I won't go as deep, obviously. So that's my theory. If I can control it deep, then when I go heavier and I only can go halfway, I'm still going halfway. So that's kind of what I'm looking at. But I'll try to find a couple 45s to steal if I can. Yeah, I'll put 2 more 25s on each side for now. So we'll go a little over 345s, but that's all right. I can handle the extra 5-10 pounds. No biggie. All right. So I said we're sitting a little bit of back squat, and then we'll hit front squat, and then I'll take you to the side machines. We'll hit a little bit on the side machines. So it's almost 7 here. I usually get out of the gym a little bit before 8 so I can get home, shower, get ready for work by 10. So we'll get as much done as we can today. You know me, one thing I like to do in between my leg sets is work the abs. So I'm always working abs. I work really hard and a really long time to even get in the abs. You know, I was a heavier kid, so I was chunkier. Abs were the last thing to really pop for me. So I'll come in between, hit a few leg raises, knee raises, whatever's going to keep them tight. So we're going to go ahead and hit our next set of these. With these squats, I'll take a little bit more time in between than I normally would for anything else because these are heavy, they get heavy, they suck. So the other stuff I tend to rush through. You guys are like, damn, you don't take much rest. But these, I will take a few minutes in between because the weight does add up pretty quick and you need your strength. So here we go again. I'm going to do the same thing, squat, try to get a little deep. It's already adding up. Already adding up. Hey, Loudler, how you doing, brother? Good to see you back. Love it when I see people come back on the channel. Let's see, I gotta go find the 45 guys. A couple of them, actually. One for each side, you know what I mean. Alright, these will work. Okay. Got our 45s. I'm gonna take these 25s off. Throw a 45 on. And I'll throw 25 on. And 2 of these 10s. So that's technically 4 45s we got going now. Which this is usually about where I stop. We're getting closer to my max on these machines. Some days I can go heavier, but usually no matter what I can come in and hit 4 45s. But some days I can hit maybe 5. But this is definitely getting there. Like I said, my squat is not my strongest at all. So thank you, man. Bay Area, California. That's what's up, dude. That is what's up. I'm here in the middle of the state. I'm out here in Missouri. So just out here playing it, getting a little leg day in, just trying to help people out, man. People trying to get in shape. I've been there, man. I've been 235 pounds as a teenager, you know, nowhere near the shape I'm at now. So we'll get this going, man. We're going to hit a back squat. I got 4 45s on right now. This is, like I said, we're getting closer to my max. My deadlift is definitely my strong suit. My deadlift has always been strong. My bench, for my chest size, most people think I bench a lot. My bench is pretty average for my size, really. It's just push-ups is what really, developed. And you can't really tell in the video. Chest is one thing I always get, like, a lot of compliments on. And genetics blessed me a lot, too. My dad was built like me, so. Missouri, that's cool, man. Yeah, I live over by Kansas City. I'm a little north of Kansas City on that side of the state. So, yeah, definitely, it's not the prettiest side of the state. I'll tell you that. I've been to St. Louis. I've been down to the Ozarks, and those areas are so beautiful. Up here is a lot of farmland. You know, anybody's been this way, it's just a lot of farmland. Not a whole lot. You know, Kansas City's fun, but I live outside there, so it's real small. But I like it, man. It's peaceful, so not too bad. A lot of good factory work out here, so definitely not a bad place to be, man. But I would love to go travel to places like California, Florida, see some of the ocean, do some of these things. So, you know, And I'm a gym guy, man. I want to be able to go to the beach with my shirt off and run around, you know. So a place like California would be really cool. But we get a good workout here in Missouri, though. So we just keep her going. But we're gonna try this 445, see how it goes today. Yeah, definitely feel that weight increase. Get my legs set, back straight. And see there, I'm not getting as deep as I was, but I'm still getting close to that 90, which is where you want to be for a squat. That was heavy. That was definitely heavy. Man. Yeah, now you got me thinking about that California beach, man. Thank you, brother. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. I'm 33. I've been working out since I was about 16, 17, man. I ain't always been in great shape. I didn't really start getting in good shape till I was in my early 20s. Um, through high school, I wrestled. So during wrestling season, I'd be about this weight, but I didn't have as much muscle. And then off season, I'd be 235, 240, easy, you know. So a lot of weight fluctuation. I didn't know about like diet. I didn't know about like calisthenics. So like all my coaches were football coaches, and their motto was eat big, lift big, right? So I could lift the whole house. I was eating everything in sight. Well, I got 235, but I had no abs. I couldn't do one pull up. I mean, it was a mess. I couldn't run, you know. I wasn't well rounded. So I could squat a lot, I could bench a lot, but that's all I had. So it wasn't until like my early 20s that I started getting into here's how you eat right, avoid the Taco Bell, you know, get you some fruit and vegetables. I started watching gymnastics and these gymnasts, I mean, I used to think they were for sissies, right? And then I started watching the Olympics and I'm like, damn, these guys are jacked, you know, their arms are big as my head and I got a big old head on me. So I'm like, dude, I'm trying to get like that. And so I started doing more pull-ups, started doing more body weight stuff. And that really changed my whole frame, dude. I went down to 160 pounds at my lightest. Um, and man, diet, yeah, dude, like diet is definitely key, man. Like when I changed, started eating more fruits and veggies and like fresh foods, like that made a huge difference. I'm sticking with the diet. I agree with that. One of my favorite books is actually Burn the Fat, Feed the Muscle by Tom Venuto. Anybody who can afford it, go get that book, man, because he breaks everything down so simple. Like, I was so confused with, like, a lot of people use scientific terms. I'm just an average guy. I'm like, I don't know what the hell that means. And I don't want to look it up and try to read this whole freaking page. So, like, he breaks it down to everyday, simple terms and gets you your equations you need to figure out, like, okay, here's how much energy I'm expending. Here's how much calories I should be eating for how much energy I'm expending, and he like, here's a simple way to do it. Here's how you track, and he breaks it all down. So it's like, okay, I know if I'm eating around this many calories, blah blah blah. But in the back, he has like a list of every healthy food that he thinks you should be eating and how much like calories are in a serving, protein, fat, and carbs. So he's got it all listed, so you can literally just take and pull and be like, okay, this is how many calories are in this meal. Here's how much I've eaten all day. This is how I maintain or lose or bulk. Like, it makes it so simple, and I really love that. So he was a big fan of Arnold's. He turned me on to my Arnold book that I use to get the forearms and the calves I do every day. Um, yeah, dude. And that's what he talks about. It's not really a diet, it's a lifestyle change. So you're not really even dieting, you're changing your lifestyle. And that's what he talks about. So I agree, dude. And I always love having older guys on here with wisdom and knowledge to help me, but also help other people that are watching. You know what I mean? Like, you can give advice too on my page. I'm like, dude, I love that. So definitely welcome, brother. I appreciate you watching. Um, so we'll try one more of these, and then we'll go down to the front squat. I'll go a lot lighter for my front squat. So anyone who's never done front squats, oh man, they suck ass. But they're such a good workout, man. Such a good workout. Like I said, I grew up a wrestler, so a lot of squats, a lot of stuff like that, a lot of body weight stuff, and that aspect. But just not a lot of pull ups, not a lot of weightlifting, body weight stuff, more just like neck bridges, things we use in wrestling. So until older, I got into a lot of that stuff. I did grow up wrestling. And then now as an adult, I've gotten into boxing. And boxing's been a great outlet too. I'd love to get into some martial arts eventually, but I want to get this boxing under my belt first and really learn what I'm doing because like I've been in some street fights, you know, but I don't know how to throw a punch, bro. Like not really. Like I just know how to throw a haymaker and try to knock somebody out, you know. So I really want to get to learning what I'm doing. I've been doing it for about 7, 8 months now, and it's been going really good, man. It's really good cardio. It reminds me of my wrestling days, so I really like that because I missed having that teammates, the camaraderie. Um, so it's been really cool getting back into that, man. And I'm just trying to show people, hey, just because, you know, getting older, I'm in my 30s, that don't mean we're done, you know. And I love seeing people older than me that are still getting it. So love that. There's guys in here, 60, 70 years old. Man. Thank you, man. Thank you, guys. Thank you. I appreciate you guys. I try not to be someone who's like cocky or confident about being in shape. I try to stay very humble because I want to show other people like, hey, we're all people. You know what I mean? And the drive, definitely, dude. Yes, dude. So the spiritual. So I just talked about earlier in this video. I have a plan, a long-term plan I want to do, kind of like a YMCA type thing, but it's called Fit for Life, and it's the number 4. So Fit for Life, and the 4 is physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual health. How they all tie together. Because I'm a very spiritual guy, so I won't say that I'm religious. I don't go to church, but I do read the Bible. I'm Christian. There's just a lot about organized religion that I don't like, but I'm very non-judgmental. I'm very driven by God, you know, and I don't judge other people's denominations. Like, I just want you to have a higher power. Whatever you believe is what you believe. So, because who says I can't tell you that you're wrong? You know what I mean? I know what I believe, but you might be right, and I might be right. There may be right. I think there's right to all of it. So, and we'll find out when we're past this life. You know what I mean? And I think there's right to everything. So definitely, man. Stephen Furtick is one of my favorite pastors. So if you're a Christian guy, go check out Stephen Furtick at Elevation Worship. I love that guy. So positive, very uplifting, motivated. He's a big workout guy too. Younger guy, very relatable. So he's one of my favorite guys to watch. I love his message. He definitely does a good job spreading the word, man. But spiritual definitely. So it all ties together, man. So for me, growing up, dealing with anxiety, depression, being a chubbier kid, low self-esteem issues. Say someone like that comes in there, I want to be able to get them into counseling to help them with their issues. I want to be able to get them on a spiritual path with someone, whatever they believe in. I want to be able to get them into a nutrition plan to help them lose fat, and then a workout plan that will also help them, you know, shred while maintaining some muscle. So I would like to get a detailed plan for them. And same for, like I said, the drug addict comes in who's 80 pounds, has just gotten out of rehab, needs the help. And it's like, hey, dude, that is awesome. So this is what I'm talking about. I have an ex who was really bad into drugs, and she got sober, and I'm so proud of her. It's been like 2 years now she's been sober, and she's getting her kids back, getting her life together, and I couldn't be more happy for her. I'm super proud of her. It's a hard battle. So, like, I want to help people. So, like, say someone that comes in who's 80 pounds, just got out of rehab, needs the help. We'll get them into group counseling. We'll get them into single-session counseling with professionals of mental health, emotional health. We'll get whatever their faith is, we'll get them a pastor or whoever it is, their higher power. We'll get a specialist on that, someone like Stephen Furtick, to get them a weekly plan. So they'll have weekly plans for counseling, weekly plans for spiritual health. I'll get a nutritionist that will help them with, hey, you're really emaciated, so we're going to get you on a bulking plan. So we're going to get you building muscle. And then I'm going to be like, hey, we got this personal trainer who's going to help you build muscle. So I want, you know, specialists and professionals all around this person, give them an individualized plan, and boom, you know what I mean? Like, get them on the path. And that's kind of what I'm looking for, is like just to help people, man, in all aspects, because they all do tie together. Your spiritual, mental, emotional, physical health, they're all together, man. And when you're failing at one, the others will fail too. Like, I deal with a lot of mental health stuff, man. And if I don't get it out there, if I don't get the help, then I start to fail in the gym. I start to fail in my life. Like it all goes together, bro. So I agree with what you're saying. And like I said, this is a long-term plan. I got to get my money right. I got to get up there. So I'm working a good factory job, building my money up, trying to get this business going, man. But actually, I'm so motivated at it that I have it tattooed on one of my calves. If I can show you guys, probably can't see it too well in the mirror, but it says "Fit for Life, Body by Brett," and that is a picture of a guy doing a one-arm handstand um, with the barbed wire around it. Because I got that when I was locked up, so I had the barbed wire. But one-arm handstand is one of my moves I do, and so that was my logo, and I tattooed it on me because it makes me say I have to do it. Like I can't fail. You know what I mean? Exactly. I try to give it to God. So, but tattooing it on my skin was my motivation to be like, hey, I'm going to do this. This is my plan. I want to help people. I want to work out. I love physical health. I love mental, emotional, spiritual stuff because I had a lot of mental and emotional issues growing up. And it wasn't until I started taking group counseling with other guys and single session counseling, getting it out there, realizing, hey, I'm not alone. That's crazy. I thought I was alone for all these years. Other people are going through the same stuff I am. When I realized that, life changing, dude. And that's what I want for other people. I want them to be able to realize they're not alone. I talked about earlier in this video, my cousin Riley, she's about 8 years younger than me. And she committed suicide back when I was locked up, right before I came home, actually. And I felt terrible because I couldn't talk to her. I couldn't tell her that, hey, you're not alone. I'm feeling that same way, that depression, that heaviness, that loneliness. Like I feel it too. And I didn't get the chance to tell her that. And it's like, damn, if she could have waited like 2 or 3 more weeks, I'd have been home and maybe I could have told her, hey, I know how you're feeling because I've been there. And I think that's the biggest thing people need to know is like, hey, you're not alone, man. Like you might be going through something that no one else can relate to is how you feel, but we all have the same feelings about things. Like if you're dealing with the grief of a loss of a loved one or a relationship, and I'm going through depression, we're still feeling that loneliness. We're still feeling the same feelings. It's a different situation, but the feelings are similar. And that's where we relate on. It's like just letting you know, hey, I'm lonely too, and you are not alone, brother. Like that is what my goal is to make people feel like they are not alone, and it's always okay to not be okay, man. Like we all struggle, and if I can do that for somebody, I'm doing my job, you know, as a human being, because we are all human beings, you know what I mean? So I had to move my mic out the way. Obi, had to move my mic out the way, so hopefully you guys can still hear me. But on this front squat, I'm gonna be right here, just like that with my arms crossed. I'm keeping my elbows up. If I bring my elbows down, this bar will go forward. I want this bar to stay back. So elbows high. It's almost digging into my throat. I got it resting right across my shoulder plate. And then I just down and up. And that's a front squat. Anyone who's never done these, I recommend trying them. You're going to hate them at first. I still hate them, but it's a love-hate relationship now. I hate doing them, but I love how they make my quads feel and my abs feel when I'm done. And when I'm doing them. That's what makes it suck. But when you accomplish it, you're like, dude, that felt great. So, and with these, I go up in smaller increments. So I started with 145. I'm going to throw a 25 on. We'll hit 185. So, but that is awesome, brother. Yes, dude. Being humble, having humility, I think is a cornerstone to life, man. Thankfully for me, I got into trouble when I was pretty young. Thank you, brother. Definitely keep checking out. So my story, I got in trouble when I was pretty young, and that really helped me out because I was a selfish teenager. Most teens are. But I thought the world revolved around me. And when I went away, I realized, damn, I'm just a person, and the world keeps going without me. So that changed my whole perspective on life. And then getting the help I needed to get my life on path and in order, taking advantage of a lot of things. Prison system can suck, but it also has a lot of good benefits if you take advantage of it, man. Like I got my college degree, did everything I was supposed to, um, and I found God. You know what I mean? And I was like, God, my life is yours. I just want to do what you think I should be doing in life. And this was something the whole time I was in there, like training people, man. Helping others and training people was my thing. Therapeutic communities, helping people out, getting people back to where they need to be in life, getting people in shape, seeing them progress, getting results. Like I said, I do the flagpole, teaching guys how to do that, and then seeing their results of them getting it, learning it, and seeing that smile on their face, dude, brings me the most joy of like anything in life. But seeing somebody like finally get that, wow, I believe in myself now. Like I never thought I could do this, but I can do this, and it makes me smile because that was me. Like I was a chubby kid who was like, my best friend's out here doing flagpoles and crazy shit. As a teenager, I'm like, I'll never be able to do that. I'm a fat kid. I'll never be able to do that. Right? Didn't believe in myself at all. And now I'm doing it. And then I remember when it clicked for me, like, damn, I can do anything if I just put in the work and try and just believe in myself. And that's what I want for others, because when I see that switch for somebody and they're like, bam, and they got it, like muscle ups and stuff, I teach people how to do these things. When I see them get it and that click and that smile, it's like, dude, that's the greatest joy on earth is seeing somebody else succeed and knowing that you help them succeed. It's not about me succeeding. I succeed when I make you succeed because we all succeed as people together. So that's what I think God is bringing me to do is helping people. And I really appreciate it, brother. I'm still working on myself. I'm not perfect. I got a lot of mental and emotional issues, health wise. I'm dealing. One thing, women has not been good for me. I told you one of my exes was an addict who put me through a lot, and we were very toxic. She was someone I knew from high school, and it was very toxic. I still got a lot of love for her because now she's doing great. Like I said, she's getting her life together, and I'm very proud of her. But like when I got out and we reconnected, it was very toxic and very traumatizing for me because I'm trying to get my life together. She's cheating on me. All this stuff's going on because she's going through her addiction, and it's so rough, man. Like it broke me down because I was giving her everything. And then I met a really nice girl after that. But I was so fucked up from that last relationship. I fucked this relationship up bad because I was so used to not trusting. But I met a really good person that messed it up, which really sucked for me because I'm getting older. I don't have any kids yet. I want to have kids with someone. She was someone in my age group that didn't have kids, and I want to find someone who doesn't have kids so we can start fresh together and build a family. And that's so hard to find. I'm in my early 30s now, and so she was her late 20s. It worked out great. I ended up not physically cheating, but cheating through pictures, videos, and messages with my other ex because she came back around, and she was toying with me, telling me everything I ever wanted to hear. That whole, oh, you were enough, you were the best one, you were the only one. She was really just trying to get more money out of me. She was living down in Branson while I was up here on this side of the state, and she was trying to get more money out of me. And when I found out, I told her no, and she showed the other girl I was seeing every message, everything we ever said, and just screwed that whole thing up. So that was my fault being dumb. But man, so yes, equally yoked, and that's the thing, man. Like this other woman that I had found, like we were so like it was just like I felt like it was everything I ever asked God for, and that's why like people don't get it. It's been a year, and I'm still single, and people don't get it. They're like, why don't you move on? And it's like, why you keep beating yourself up? And it's just like, dude, because I just know it's just like it felt like it was from God, and I know if it was, God will bring her back. And I just feel like anytime I try to move on, it's like I'm not ready, man. Like I just haven't found anyone who's made me feel the way she did, who just connected. Like she fit my family life. You know what I mean? Like we grew up very similar. Like everything was just the same. You know what I mean? Um, yes, and her grandparents were in the church, so she grew up in the church. It's just I was so traumatized from my ex. I just wasn't ready. I just need more time. Um, Mental health does matter, dude. Thank you so much, man. That's such a good message for people, and I appreciate you, man, coming to my channel. Um, I definitely think men's mental health matters. Everyone's mental health matters, man. Like I said, I struggle with depression, anxiety, and like I said, just dealing with that grief of that loss in that relationship because I felt like it was something from God, man. Like when I was behind bars for all that time, like I sat there and thought about what would I want my partner to be like, and she fit every box, man, and physically even more than I expected. So that was great. I was super attracted, but also it's just who she was as a person. Like I felt like I could finally be myself with somebody, and that's something I've never had. Where it's like I could let all my walls down and not feel judged, um, and that was really cool, man. I've never had that. Um, you know, and it's just the way we were raised. Country, small town people. We both grew up small town. We're both quiet, but we love to communicate. You know what I mean? Thank you, but I believe we all make the world a better place. We just have to put in the effort. So I am blessed, actually. Yes, my dad is my biggest supporter. I live with my dad and my stepmom. Um, my dad is probably my very best friend, and it's been that way since I was a kid. Remember my teen years? We got into it. We fought a lot. I moved out. Moved with my mom full time. But now as a grown adult, I'm back living with my dad, and him and I are closer probably than we've ever been. He's one of my best friends. I'm very blessed to have my dad, and my stepmom in my life. I have one grandpa still alive, and I go spend almost every day with him. It's my dad's dad at the nursing home. We lost my grandma earlier this year, so he's up there by himself now. So I go there every day just to eat dinner with him and make sure he's cool, and hang out with the other old people. And I make their day just by going and talking to them. And that's what keeps me going. Is like these old people love me. You know, I go in there and talk to them, and give them a little handshake or a little hug, whatever, help them with their stuff. And it's really cool, man, to see like just the heartwarmingness of it. So there's younger guys in there my age with mental health, and I do the same thing. I go help them, and man, it's a blessing. It's a blessing to be able to help people. Sorry, I got to talking for so long, guys. I forgot about my set. But I'm so passionate about this stuff, man. About all of it: mental health, physical health, emotional health, spiritual health. And like you guys can watch some of my shorts, you'll see in my short videos, like I go see that. Um, yeah, definitely, dude. And that's the thing. They tell me not to worry so much about it, but it's been tough, man, because my life is hard. There's a lot of circumstances that make finding someone difficult. And with my past, and then just being as old as I am, and like it's just hard because I watch all my friends and like my cousins and everyone already has kids and the family and everything's set up, and it's like, man, I should be doing more. I think everyone feels that way. So that's just one of my struggles, but definitely, dude, like me and my dad have really good talks, and we're a lot alike. So I really love my dad. Um, he's where I get this fitness stuff from. When I was a kid, he was built like me, maybe even a little bigger. I mean, he was like Superman to me. Me and my friends used to hang off his biceps, and he's what got me into fitness, what got me into all the stuff I'm into, professional wrestling, into amateur wrestling when I was growing up. All my interests come from my dad, so it was really neat. So very one of the few people blessed to have a good father in this world, but also a good father up there. So I'm really sorry to hear about your mother, man. Yeah, and everything does, dude. You don't take it for granted. My best friend died while I was locked up in a motorcycle wreck, and that was really shocking because he was only like 21, and I was 22. Actually, I have him tattooed on my arm here. He has a big Chevy truck, a red one, and I have a big Chevy truck too. Mine's green, so I got the red for him. And but man, his family has also been a great support. Like his dad and his mom and his brother, they're like my family. Even after he died, like while I was locked away, they were coming to see me every week. Um, so I love his mom and dad. His dad moved over around St. Louis area. St. Charles is where he was living at, so I don't see him that often, but we do talk. Um, but his mom, though, I try to take care of her the best I can because his little brother's kind of messing up, and that's what I was getting at with this. Like his little brother, he doesn't appreciate his mom, and I'm like, bro, when she's dead, you're gonna appreciate her because she's doing so much for you. Like you're 30, almost 30 years old. He's like 4 years younger than me, so I think he's like 29. And I'm like, bro, like you're fucking up. Like your brother would be disappointed in you because you're not taking care of your mom. You're not doing nothing. I'm there, not even a blood relative. I have to take care of, you know. So yeah, I get it, dude, and I know what you're saying. Um, so I just cherish everything. Hello, brother. I just cherish every moment with everybody down here. Whether it's a phone call, talk to somebody, it's a friend, a family member. If we're fighting, if we're arguing, before I get off the phone, it's always, "Hey, I love you. I'll talk to you later." You know what I mean? Because you never know when the last chance you're gonna talk to somebody is. And that was, I got lucky with my best friend. He came to see me that Friday. So last thing I got to do was hug him and tell him I love him. And then that Sunday he got in his motorcycle wreck and passed away. So I was very blessed to have been able to say goodbye 2 days before he died and tell him that the last thing he got to hear from me was, "Hey, I love you, and I'll see you next time." So super blessed with that. You know, God's blessed me a lot of ways in that. Same thing with my grandma. She passed away earlier this year, dementia, and just getting older. Um, so it was really, really blessing. Yeah, but I appreciate you coming. So just getting able to spend the last day with her where she felt normal, and then the next day she got sick, and then it was like a week later she passed away in the coma state and stuff. But I was the last one to get to spend time with her when she was actually being her normal self, which we hadn't seen for a long time. So God blessed me in a lot of ways, getting to say goodbye to people that I love. Um, the only one I really didn't get to say goodbye to was my cousin Riley, and for me, I was just more wishing I could have told her she wasn't alone, so she didn't have to go out that way. You know, because suicide is really hard. So definitely rough, man. But I appreciate all this positivity that comes from people, all this positivity from my channel, the people that push me to keep going. It's a drive, man. You guys drive me to be better. So that's front squats, guys. I know I got to talking a little bit too long today, but I feel like this is just an important topic, man. And I love when I meet people who are also just invested in their health, their physical, spiritual, emotional, and physical health as I am. So I appreciate you guys stopping by. This live will be posted publicly once it's done. So if you can't watch the whole thing or you haven't watched the whole thing now, you can come back and check it later. No big deal. But I appreciate the people that pop in, say hi. Hey, I love you guys too. You know I do, man. You guys are the reason I do this. So we're definitely pushing. So now we're done with the squat rack, guys. We are going to come over here to our leg curl. Our leg extension. Probably not leg curl. We will do leg curls too, though. So with this, I adjust the seat to where my legs are about as straight as I can get them. So I may go back one more. I don't want my back off the seat, but I want my legs to be stretched. So there's kind of a tight cramped space. I'm just trying to get you guys a good angle where you can see what I'm doing. So I'm going to put it on about 120 pounds. And push this forward. So we got my legs stretched here at the bottom real far. It's pushing it back. So then when I come up, we'll get 120 is kind of a little light. It's just my warm up. We want those teardrops. You know what I mean? And this is what'll get those teardrops forming in the legs. That's why I really like these. Pull-ups. Man, so that just depends. Like, so if I'm fresh and I'm coming in and just doing pull-ups, I can usually get at a max like between 20 and 30. So probably like about 25 on a good day. And that's bringing my chin up and back down all the way. I'm not trying to half rep it. If I do like the CrossFit style, real fast half reps, I might be able to get up to 35. And that's just the dolphin move. But for just regular pull-ups, 25 on a good day. Usually 15 to 20 is an everyday thing I can do, no problem. But yeah, on a good day, about 25, maybe 30. So that's coming in fresh. I love pull-ups, man. I do body weight stuff like all the time. If you really like pull-ups, Convict Conditioning, man, that guy is a monster. And he goes into training how to do the one-arm pull-up. And I can do the assist where you grab your wrist with the other hand and pull up. I can do those. But, it's just like, hey. So, but today's leg day. I will be doing. If you want to tune in on Saturday or Sunday, we'll be doing back day. So, leg curl.
Oh, I'm like, what is that?
Belt.
Oh, I think it's strapped down.
My friend Jess is messing with me again. Alright, so I'm gonna go 140.
Should I hit your leg?
No.
Why? I think it'd be funny. Don't hurt yourself. Well, your muscle looks like it's gonna explode out of your leg.
That's what we want. We want him to pump.
Why?
We want that leg pump.
Ew. No. Ew. Ew. How many do you do?
Just 5.
5.
5 to 10 reps is all we're looking for.
What would you do if I hit your leg now?
Now.
Slap it. That would probably hurt more, right?
I mean, yeah.
I could slap it. It'd be a good slap. It's no different than those people that like.
This is my friend Jess. She's
Hi. My hair's a disaster.
she's always messing with mine too. I didn't do nothing today.
Oh, mine is too. That's okay. This is supposed to be my hair from work, but you know.
Yeah, I got out of bed and combed it and was like, let's go to the gym.
Oh yeah, totally.
There's
Wow.
one. Whoop,
I
whoop,
was here
let's
at
go to the gym.
5:15 this morning, sir.
Well, yeah, you're a morning goer. I'm at work at those hours.
Well, yeah.
I'm about ready to die at those hours because I'm so bored at work. Then
Some of us can't be bored at work.
Jess
sir.
comes and works out at 5 a.m.
Yes.
Wait, one more second.
2, 3,
Let me see the teardrops working. That's what I want.
4.
Yeah, she made that really hard. But yeah, so that is leg extensions. I really like those because they hit the teardrops really, really well, which a lot of people want to build their teardrops. So now I'll do leg curls, which another really good one. It just kind of is going to hit the opposite. It's going to hit the backside of the legs, the hammies, which hammies are probably the part of the legs that I neglect the most. The part that I need to work on the most is probably my hamstrings. They're always really tight. So that is one thing I need to do more work with. There's always room for improvement. I know I can be doing way better than what I've been doing. So we will hit these. I spent a little more time talking today to some guys on here than I wanted to. So we may not get everything done I wanted to get done, but that's okay. We were talking about important stuff today. So important topics. Okay. So the leg curl is just the opposite of what we were doing. Now I'm coming down instead of up. Hopefully this view will work. We got ourselves set up here. We just got this on about 60 pounds. Nothing too heavy, but it works good. And I'm just bringing it down. And this is just targeting the hammies. The last one was for the quads. There's for the hammies, back of the legs. I got some good definition on the back of my legs, but once again, more size. I would love more size on my legs. Oh man, feeling that. We'll just probably do 2 or 3 sets of these. So we're going to do, I'll show you guys a couple other things I like to do on my leg day. I probably will skip them today. I may not have time to get to them. But I'll show you the machines and try to hit forearms before we leave. And that'll probably be our whole leg day. So I'll do one more set here. So just hitting our leg extensions. We're just hitting hamstrings. It's a killer. There we go. All right, so we have 3 sets there. 3 sets on our leg extension. We've done our squats. We've pretty much done our whole leg day. There's just a few small things that I'll throw in too. About lost my magnet. I need that. That's how I keep you guys hooked up. All right, so we got our magnet. So we have these machines here, guys, and I really like both of these. These ones push out. These ones push in. They're good on the side of the legs. A lot of guys don't like doing this machine. I think it's girly, but man, I get really good stretch from these. A lot of people think these are girly moves, so they don't want to work them. But man, they'll make your legs wider, you know. So why wouldn't you come in here and hit these? They're gonna hit all in here, which is great. So I'll hit about 3 sets of these normally. I'm just gonna do 1 today just to show you. But just like this, man, it's nothing major. 5 to 10 reps. I got it on 70 pounds. I don't like going too heavy on these because as a man, I do feel this in my areas. I don't want to get a hernia, so I keep it light. But I do get a good burn trying to hit that. And you can kind of see it stretching right through here, working that muscle. So those are really good, man. And we'll go and show you these ones next to it, which are just as good. So this one is the same thing, basically just opposite. So now I'm pushing it out. Also going to work the legs. These ones I can go a little heavier. These are on 110. They don't hurt near as bad. I feel like I'm going to have a hernia. I really like them too. I feel it out here and here. So it's going to widen your legs up, which is definitely something I want. So I started throwing these in. I used to be like a lot of guys. This is an embarrassing move. Seems like something a woman would do, right? Like this is what a lot of guys feel like at the gym, I think, with these. But man, they work. They work good. I feel it in my butt. A really good workout right here. So I really like those and the other ones. I've usually superset 3 sets of those. And then we have this machine, which is our glutes. So this works as a kickback. My feet go here, and I'm basically being forward and kicking back. So I'm really getting that right in my glutes, right in the butt, basically. is what that's working. So see if I can get a decent angle for you somehow. It's gonna be hard on this machine to show you what I'm doing. But I'm moving forward, really kicking that back. That's it, glute, which is great. So once again, usually hit about 3 sets of those. And I usually superset that with this thing here. And when I'm on this thing here, I'm on it right now, and we're leaning forward, right? And I'm keeping my legs straight. I want this to stretch in my hamstrings. I don't want this to be a back workout. I want to feel it's in my hamstrings. That's why I throw it on leg day. Really good on the hamstrings. As you can see, that's what I'm doing. It's just really good hamstring stretch is what we're going for. So that's kind of what we're going for on those. And I usually do 3 sets on each of those. So 3 sets on those, 3 sets on the kickbacks, and then 3 sets on both of those leg things I was doing over there to show you to hit your sides. So that's pretty much my whole leg day routine. I'll finish with forearms, and then I'm gonna get out of here so I can get ready to go to work. I would take you through everything. Like I said, I got to talking to some guys on here today. We talk about mental health and emotional health, which is just as important. So I'll stop the workout to talk people through stuff or talk about my stuff, so people know they're not alone. People can relate. So, but we'll hit forearms and then get the heck out of here. So, what's up, Cam? Oh, damn. Busted it. Busted it. Oh, good. Hold on, guys. Having technical difficulty. Okay. Hopefully we can still hear me. I dropped my phone and this thing shattered that plugs in my microphone, but I think I gotta put it back together. So hopefully we're still good on sound. I seen that. I think tomorrow I'm gonna go check out Nicole's gym. Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go tomorrow. I've been going back to Byron's, but I think I'm gonna go check it out tomorrow. I told her I'd be there, so see how it goes. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't talked to her much lately, but I told her I'd try to be there and go work out with her. I was like, I'll try to show up, see how the gym's like. Yeah, exactly. That's what we're all shooting for. That's what we're all shooting for. All right, guys, that's kind of the same as I usually do. My wrists are still pretty sore, so I'm probably not gonna end up doing these today. As much as that's killing me from boxing, I'm getting this pain in here. But it's basically just curls here, right over the bench. Get about 10, 15, and then stand up for your reverse wrist curl. About 10 to 15. I usually hit 5 reverse curls, and then 3, 3, and 3. And that gets a really good burn through all that. So for me, it's just a pain I'm dealing with. I can't really hit them right now, but really good workout. So don't neglect those, man. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I've been in. I was there yesterday. It was good. I'm getting good workouts out there. It's just I want to learn to box, you know. But it's good workouts. I can't lie. All right, guys. Well, I'm out for today. Oh, my phone thinks it's tilted. All right, guys. So, any questions on the legs routine, just let me know. But we'll get more in tomorrow. I have boxing. I'm going to try to do shoulders. I'll do a live if I'm here to do shoulders tomorrow. And then Friday, we'll do cable chest and arm. And then Saturday or Sunday, we will hit back. And I'll do a live for that too. So, love you guys. God bless. Please watch my lives. You'll learn something. And if you want something else, let me know. I'll make it happen. So, all right, guys. Have a good day. God bless.